What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sixth Round Podcast, episode 27. And we got UFC London to talk about.
Not very exciting.
Not a lot to talk about.
Who would have thought that by the end of the the overall card, I'd be way less impressed with this than Holly Holm and Mayra Bueno Silva.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, last week was fun. I don't care. This week, not too great.
They had a lot of fights.
Yeah, no.
They had 15 fights coming from the O2 today. The fight card, it ended like 2 hours ago. But let's get down to it. In the main event, we had Tommy Slaps 'em all fighting against Marcin Tybura. I mean, we all thought that Tommy was gonna win, but
he just ran over this man, honestly. 1 minute, 13 seconds into the first round,
comes out with a huge just head kick. Essentially, within 10 seconds throws a massive head kick.
Yeah.
And
he lands that elbow, fucking Marcin's hands go up and right through, just straight right, throws him back on his ass and just ground and pound done.
Yeah, 1-2 hit him clean.
He's
like
so
said,
fucking
yeah.
clean.
Oh, yeah.
Right hand. Beautiful.
He just never let off the gas. Once the fight started, he just was all gas.
I mean, he wasn't given time to let off the gas when it only goes for a minute and 13 seconds. Shit, when was he supposed to let up?
I mean, yeah, because he's got the shortest active fight time among UFC heavyweights at 2 minutes 30 seconds going into it. Only 1:13, so it's obviously gonna bring that down. But that's just how he fights, and I mean, and that's why with this matchup, it just wasn't. It wasn't that exciting, because with that's how Tom fights. He's going to be aggressive on the feet. If he's, struggling a little bit, you're giving him, problems. He's going to shoot takedowns and just beat the shit out of you. But I just didn't think that Marcin was going to be able to, give him problems anywhere,
we talked about it in our last video, that honestly, I think that they just gave him Tybura as a, hey, welcome back, you've been out for literally exactly a year, so let's give you someone easy, someone that you can shine for as the main event in fucking England, and shine did he.
No, that's what I was about to bring up in the last video, like I was even saying, this wasn't I was not excited for this fight. My main interest was, how is Tommy going to look coming off of an MCL tear? How is, literally, that was it. How is he going to come off?
Yeah, and he threw that big kick right away, proving, hey, my leg is fine.
That's literally what happened. He performed, and he performed the way I thought he would perform. I thought it would be a little bit later. I thought Tybura was going to give him a little bit, not more problems, but just
he'd be tougher hanging there.
Yeah, he would be able to hang in there because Tybura's a tough out. In terms
might
of
make
just,
it into
getting him out of there.
Least.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that was just it was what it was.
Fucking Tom, like you said, just ran through him, blows the doors off of Marcin. Rough loss for him, 37 years old. He was on a real good run, winning 7 out of 8 coming into it. So it's hard, but I feel like, for as long as he's sticking around, more than likely just going to be around 8 to 10 spot in the division.
That's what I was going to say. And he'll probably be that person that's the test to get over up into the top, and he'll just, I don't know, just fight around until he's done. Like you said, he's 37 years old.
I mean,
not seeing a title run with this.
And I mean, on that, winning streak, his last I would call great win was Sergey Spivak back in 2020, because then you got Maxim Grisham, Ben Rothwell, Greg Hardy, Walt Harris, Alexander Romanov, and Blagoy.
Right.
Yeah.
His last loss was to Volkov. I think he's just that top 10 type of gatekeeper, just
exactly.
He can get up there, but it's not gonna be great. So
they'll give him the fights to probably put him on a good low run, and then whoever they want to push up to the top, it'll be a good test for them to get over.
Yeah, no, exactly.
With that, Tom in the fucking post-fight speech, he says that he's just give me the mic, Bisping, and then Bisping doesn't give him the mic, and I thought that was funny. He's I ain't letting go with this shit. But
look, he's learned from the best. Never give up the mic.
And then, he says that he wants to go to Paris and fight the winner. He'll be watching that fight closely. Cyril Gane.
Yep, he said ringside. Front row.
Sergey Spivak, that's going to be a good one. And that's the as long as if Jones doesn't retire right away after the Stipe fight, if he defends it, then like that's going to be the fight to determine the other side, like that's, we talked about it last week or, a few days ago in the preview that 100% Tom calls for it. He knows what's up. The only thing he doesn't know what's up, he thinks he's getting John Jones after that, but,
Yeah.
There's still a whole Sergey.
Well, yeah, but from what I've, like, been seeing, like, Jones is, like, very adamant, like, he's retiring after Stipe. Like,
as he
he's
should.
beating Stipe and he's going to retire, so...
But yeah, so it just, if
it'll still be, like...
If he gets that winner, then he can easily, be in the vacant title shot with Pavlovich.
Oh, yeah, easily. It'll be Pavlovich versus the winner of Tom Aspinall and the winner of Gon Sergey.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's...
So...
It's good that at least, we got some shit lined up at the top of heavyweight, you know what I mean? We just gotta wait for these fights to play out, but at least, there's not too many questions of what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the end of the year, we'll have a much better picture of everything at the top.
Oh, yeah, no, like, that is the one thing with heavyweight is you kind of always know where it's at. Like, there's not a lot of surprises at heavyweight.
Yeah.
So...
Fucking Tommy, man. Great win for him, 6-1 in the UFC now, and just keeping his 100% finish rate as well.
Yeah.
There was multiple fighters that we'll get to later on throughout the card, but
keeping 100%.
Oh, love it.
Shit, moving on to the co-main, where someone else was fed a fight that they were supposed to shine for England, but instead they shit the bed.
And someone that keeps an 100% rate, 10 submissions, 10 arm bars. For Julija Stoliarenko.
Bro, Molly fucking McCann. That was so bad.
It really was.
She was giving Julija, who was 1-5 in the UFC, probably fighting out her contract with this fight.
Yeah.
Fucking expected to lose with that record and just, someone given to Molly, like, okay, shine in this, do your fucking England thing, and round 1 armbar.
Not even 2 minutes in, gets armbarred. Like, it was
second
bad.
fastest submission in wait, was it this one?
Yeah, second
fastest submission.
Or no. Was it? Yeah, sorry, in women's sorry, I was fucked up of thinking that it was bantamweight, but yeah, it was just women's history. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, that
just
Molly just shit the bed on that one. There's just nothing else you can say. Like,
I mean, it's funny to me because I don't know. I feel like so many people just don't really look into things. They just see hype on somebody and they jump on that hype train. Because Molly's been in the UFC. She's just been decisioning her way, losing her decisions, just doing her fucking thing. Patty came in and she, that's her boy. So she hopped on that hype train. Everyone's like, yeah, Molly and Patty. She got those 2 finishes and now she's back to her normal Molly meatball shit. Losing or whatever. She's just not that great. She never has been.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, this is just a rough one because it's just like, damn.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst.
And bringing up the preview again, like I said, like someone who's 1-5 in the co-main event, and then it was just so Molly could shine, and then she loses in less than 2 minutes via armbar, and it's just like. Yeah, this is why I was saying, probably shouldn't put this as a co-main, but okay.
Not yet. But, I mean, you never know, like, people do obviously get better at different rates and stuff like that. Julija, 30 years old, I don't know, this was her first fight at 125, moving up a weight class. It's like, who knows? Like, obviously, it's Molly, like you said, she never was a great fighter, so it's just, like, she struggled in the ground game, so just getting a takedown right away, getting to the back, pulling out the armbar, like, it's nothing too crazy, but it's like, I don't know, maybe she is just, like, a little bit better, like, and deserves a bit more credit than what her UFC record speaks for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very fair. It's just like, I mean, and even that overall record, it's still, 11-7-1?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I get what you're saying though, like.
But yeah, think about it. 11-7-1. She has 5 losses in the UFC, and now so it's like outside the UFC, she's 9-2-1. You know what I mean? So it's like.
No, yeah, exactly.
We'll just have to see. It's like obviously I'm not expecting her to go do some great shit. You know what I mean? Just because she armbarred Molly, but it's like, who knows? Maybe like, because you said, like, maybe she'll fight out her contract, but she probably got, like, they usually do, like, 7-fight deals, and I know, like, her first loss was, like, off the Ultimate Fighter a few years back, so this was, like, her 6th fight, so maybe with the win, gets to, like, get one more fight out that contract if it is a 7-fight, and maybe if she gets a win, then, might get
I didn't realize it was an Ultimate Fighter fight.
No, yeah.
But, yeah, so, moving on to, just a crazy submission to a pretty crazy decision, because the featured bout, Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili, the whole time I'm just like, all right, we all had Wood by decision, you know what I mean? Like, that was and then right before the fight, I'm just like, man, I feel like Andre really is just gonna, like, knock him out. I just got that feeling. He almost got it done a few times in there.
Right, he almost got knocked out himself.
Yeah,
First round, yelling to the ref, I'm okay, I'm okay. Just so the ref didn't finish it when he got dropped and ground and pounded. Like, it was pretty, like, it was a pretty wild first and second round. The third round definitely slowed it down, but...
Yeah, just super back and forth, just...
Overall, it was definitely a good fight.
Yeah, I don't know which, like, fights, ended up getting, like, fight of the night or, like, performances, anything like that.
I was just looking it up.
Oh, okay.
But you're gonna look that up, but I
would assume this has to be fight of the night.
Yeah, no, like, that was a crazy fight. Both fighters getting dropped, both fighters getting hurt, like, and it was a good ass fight. Like,
for a second, Fili was almost gonna get the fucking choke on him. Like, it.
Yeah, man, like, it's.
I wonder if
Jesus Christ.
If the stats are out for that either.
No, that's a good question.
But yeah, either way, that was just such an amazing fight, just back and forth. And honestly, by the end of it,
fight of the night did not go to them.
Who did it go to?
Okay, it went to Parsons and Roberts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
I had if it wasn't that, I figured it would be that, but I don't know. That was just way more back and forth. That, like, maybe because the third round slowed down and that was just crazy back and forth until the finish,
Yeah.
But yeah, because with the stats, the first round Wood 37-17 significant strikes, 17-10 in the second round, and then in favor of Fili, and then 37-24 in the third round.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just that was just such a good ass fight. That I'm very surprised that didn't get fight of the night, honestly. Just thinking about that. Yeah.
Honestly, I thought that they would have given a performance to Johnny, since, we'll get to it, but second round finish over, like, a full good round fight, but whatever.
Yeah. Either way,
it's fair.
Solid performance for Wood. He, nicknamed the Prospect, 29 years old. He's 7-2 now in the UFC, 3-fight win streak. I don't know, like, do you guys think that, because I don't think that he should get a top 15, like, fighter yet, or, something like that, but do you think he's going to be, like, someone to watch out for at 145 in the top 15?
I feel like he could be. As long as the size disadvantage does not play into it as much in these upcoming 5'6" fights. Because the problem isn't so much like, well, he was smaller than Andre Fili. Yeah, but Andre Fili is mainly a striker. Like, you start getting to that top 10, you start getting to, like, Mozart, Bryce Mitchell, fucking, even Arnold Allen, like, Ilia Topuria, Brian Ortega. Like, you start getting into any of those fights, and they all have good takedowns. Like,
yeah.
If you are undersized and you are not able to adapt to that, like, that's gonna be a problem. Like, you're just gonna be able to get ragdolled just based off size and strength.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, that's either way. He's good. He's got real nice leg kicks on him. But yeah, it's just funny too, just seeing it 5'6" with the 69-inch reach. 5'6", he's got the same reach as Max.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. Max has short ass arms.
Oh yeah.
That's the funny part about it. Is just like how, like, Max, like, he had the disadvantage against Volkanovski. Like, that's hilarious.
Volk with the long arms, though.
Got them T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
For Max, but yeah. But yeah, that was a good fight. And
another great fight.
Yeah.
This one earned him performance of the night.
This was my main event going into it, and god damn did it fucking deliver. Paul Craig, successful at his 185 debut, finishes Andre Muniz with ground and pound late in the second round.
Yes, sir.
What a fight that was.
Yeah, who would have thought that this was getting finished like that? I thought someone was getting subbed.
Yeah.
No, same.
It was just crazy that fucking no one shot a takedown or anything for the first 4 minutes of the first round.
I
Like,
know.
talking about it, just because I think it was Eugene just I wonder what the striking is gonna look like, and I'm just like, there ain't gonna be no striking in this shit. I'm like, this is gonna be some grappling, and then they go out there, they're just throwing big old kicks at each other. I'm just
they're just striking. I'm like, all right, so I was right.
I wonder if they were both just kind of wary of each other's grappling and stuff, and so that's what took them so long.
That's usually what ends up happening, especially in fights like this, because it's not so much they're neutral. It's just you're not entirely sure. All right, what is the difficulty going to be going into this with taking them down or even trying to go in for a submission, things like that.
Right, but fucking Paul Craig and his takedowns, literally just running over Andre.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on takedowns. He
grabbed him, just ran and pushed him over. Bro, so funny, beautiful.
Yeah, just fucking trying to go for Darce chokes on him, trying to fucking go for guillotine. Oh man,
Paul was getting touched the fuck up though.
That's Paul Craig.
I know, but
that's Paul Craig. Yeah.
Who hasn't touched this man up?
No, I know. Yeah. But I'm just saying, adding to the fight, just all together, it was just a good ass fight.
Just real funny. The one moment, I think it was end of the first round or something, might have been early in the second. But Andre Muniz was on top, had him up on the cage, and he just rammed his head right into fucking Paul.
Oh my god! That was I don't think it was intentional, but holy fuck, did it look intentional?
Paul was just like, "What the fuck's going on?" He was getting just ground and pounded, and it's just that's how he sets up his triangles. You got to punch him in the face 10 times, about to knock him out. Boom, you got wrapped up in a choke.
Speaking of triangles. Fucking Muniz putting him in a triangle, and Paul Craig's just like, "No, I'm gonna punch my way out of this shit.
Yeah,
fuck you."
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is my shit. You're not gonna do this to me. Let go."
So yeah, no, I definitely agree. He definitely deserved a performance bonus for that fight.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
The elbows from Mount on Muniz, holy shit,
smashing
just dropping
him, bro. Face was all swollen afterwards like that. That was just a great performance for him against number 14 Andre Muniz. And finishing him like that in the second round, obviously he's going to be ranked at 185 now. There's no doubt about that.
100%.
Who's next for my boy?
That's a great question, because you got a lot of people who would be interesting to see just grappling wise this stylistic matchup.
Apparently he called out Bo Knackle.
Yeah, he did.
I said it right after the fight. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That would be.
That could be a lot of fun, yeah.
I don't want that for him though, because I want him to get good fights to get him up. You know what I mean? Honestly, the fight that I would love to see. Let's get Paul Craig versus Derek Brunson.
If Derek Brunson,
Bro, that's just gonna be a wild first round.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Brunson might knock his ass the fuck out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. I think I brought up the idea of him versus Jack Hermanson, because Jack Hermanson needs to fucking fight at some point.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been almost, a year?
Something like that. It definitely has been a while. But yeah, either one of those, that'd definitely be good. Bo, that's hype as shit. I would fucking that would be so funny. Paul Craig just talking shit to him at a press conference, and
and
Mr.
Bo just
nice Pennsylvania guy.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm not even sure Bo would be able to understand him through the accent. I was just gonna be like, I don't know what this guy's saying, but power double.
And for Andre Muniz, 2 losses in a row now, both by finish. It's rough. He's doing so good in the UFC. Had a lot of hype coming in, but he fought Uriah Hall, and it just wasn't a great fight. Was able to scrape by a unanimous decision win, and finished twice by Brendan Allen, Paul Craig. Now, probably should stop fighting top 15 guys for a little bit and can just see, where he can rebuild. He is 33 years old, so I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Was gonna be where I was like, I could see them, like, because he's not in the top 15, he's gonna be fine outside top 15 anyway. Them potentially being like, I wonder if we put Muniz and Bo Nickel together. I wonder if Bo could, because that's a test. That's a hell of a fucking test, but I don't think they do this fight because I don't think they can get a lot of hype off of it because of Muniz coming off 2 losses. But
that's
you never know with the UFC. The UFC does some weird shit. So
that is very true, very true. But yeah, so that was a great fight. From there, though, wowee oh wowee, did we have a lot of decisions, and just a lot of them weren't that great. Faraziam gets UD over Jai Herbert. It just wasn't
clinch fest.
Yeah, wasn't a great fight.
Fest.
But Lerone Murphy, he gets a unanimous decision win over Josh Kulabau. Wasn't the greatest fight on the card, but definitely, a bit more fun than Jai Herbert for us. Lerone, he's now 5-0-1 in the UFC. I feel like, 5 wins in a row, your debut was a draw. He's got to be fighting, higher competition. Just, I feel like he should get someone in the top 15. And honestly, him versus either Caceres or Edson Barboza, I would love either of those fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Do either of them have fights coming up?
No. Neither of them are booked. I was looking through before on Tapology. At least they didn't say that they got nothing. So
yeah,
and because 32 years old, it's like if you're gonna push him, try and get him to be a title contender at any point. I feel like now's the time. 13-0-1 overall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now is 100% the time if you're gonna push someone into top 15 and trying to get them to top contention. It's kind of now or never.
Yeah. And then I mean, just a fun mention of this one because of all the decisions on the prelims and shit taking so long. Marcos versus Davey Grant got bumped from the prelims to the main card opener, and that also went to decision. And so a lot of people, I guess, thinking that Davey should have won that. Marcos got the split. It wasn't the greatest fight.
It wasn't the greatest fight. It was a bit of fun, a lot more fun than a lot of other decisions that happened on this card, but I don't.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. Davey was pressing forward a lot, but Marcos definitely had the way bigger shots.
I guess. Oh no, were you gonna say anything? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that.
My bad. The one thing that I did just remember real quick about that has to be brought up. Yo, Marcos with that elbow.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that was so fucking slick. Elbow. I loved that.
This dude, just the full fucking David Grant was just pushing into him, just fully around, just like, oh man,
that elbow was so clean.
Hit him right on the fucking face, had blood all over the back. Didn't have that much power, so didn't hurt him or anything. But
still nice to see stuff like that.
Yeah, that shit was just
creativity.
Awesome. Beautiful.
That's what we're appreciating. It's the creativity to be able to throw that.
Exactly.
And so
not the worst fight, not the best fight, just...
No, exactly. It was kind of just...
Marcos stayed undefeated with that, so let's go.
15-0 from Peru, so gotta love to see it.
See people thinking that Davey Grant won. I just, if anyone's calling this a robbery, that's a stretch and a half.
You know how people are with the word robbery.
I know. They're way too loose with it. Way too fucking loose with it.
Yeah, going from a not-so-great fight to the fight of the night. What a way to make your goddamn UFC debut. Because Johnny Parsons slugs it out with Danny Roberts to a second-round finish. 3 seconds left in the second round, gets it done.
Yeah. That shit was so nice.
It's so sad watching Danny Roberts get knocked out. It just always looks so bad. But he was getting... Especially that second round, the legs going all over, he was every big shot he was losing, the equilibrium was just going in.
I was just gonna say with that one shot and the angle, you literally just seen his whole body fucking wiggle, it was crazy. And then that last shot just hit him, sent him flying backwards. He got on top, ground and pound. ref was like, nah, no more. I cannot watch this anymore. Because it's like, yeah, Danny was getting up a lot, but bro, he was getting beat the fuck up, and he was barely there every time he got back up.
I mean, the first time he got clipped, though, he just started swing, and from there, and like that's where I can understand, like, you know, it turned into like fight of the night, because once Danny got clipped, he just went after Parsons when he could, and I was just worried he was going to get hit with some Cody Garbrandt shit where, you know, he just, like, swings a punch, you know, loads up on it and comes back with the hook and just gets knocked out terribly, but... But yeah, the fucking slugger not.
I was about to say, this was damn near, like, are you talking about Danny, right? Like, the way he would, I damn near feel like this was worse, because he was basically, knocked down, it felt like 5 times throughout the whole fight. I know officially he wouldn't have been, because they count knockdowns differently, but like, bro.
Yeah, I'll see if I can see if to count any of that. He got 2 knockdowns in that fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so he probably would actually touch the ground for at least a second, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I almost feel like that amount of brain damage is kind of worse.
Nah, that's
he was getting hit. True. He was getting hit a lot after he would get hurt, and then stay in there. So like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, no matter what, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, to be that guy. Like, but yeah, no, definitely fight of the night. Like, they were just slugging it out throughout the whole fight, and yeah, just Johnny was able to get the win.
Yeah.
So,
but from one second round finish to another, my boy, and another one keeping his 100% finish rate and all of his wins, Joel Alvarez gets it done over Mark Jacasey.
Well, on top of his 100% finish rate.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was Paul Craig was the other one. We didn't bring it up. I forgot with that one. Sorry, but
no, because I thought that he just has 100%. He gets taken down.
Yes. Well, yes, he has 0% takedown defense as well. Yes. On top of that, 100% finish rate. I think he has 17 submissions now out of his 20 wins.
Yes.
It's crazy, but I mean, another fight with another headbutt, but this one didn't get called, so I did kind of feel bad for Mark in that, because it was a clear headbutt right after he just rubs his head, you know, and then Joel Alvarez just started pouring it on him, you know, gets him down, wraps up the Darce choke, and just gets Jacasey to tap, and shit like that sucks, but you know, it's
it is the game sometimes. It's not like it was intentional, and you know.
Yeah.
It is amazing that on the official UFC website, they don't even have a percentage for Joel Alvarez's takedown defense.
Yeah, it's 0.
Non-existent.
It's literally like I'm pretty sure. So Mark, I think, got 2 takedowns on him, and I think he had 6 takedown shot on him before. So it's like 8 for 8 on takedowns, like in his UFC career. So it's he's not very good at defending them at all.
Well, when you got 17 wins by submission, like
maybe you're not trying to defend them.
Yeah, I was about to say. But, you know.
But it just sucks with him, because obviously he's, like, super talented. He's a good fighter, but it's like... I just feel like basically everyone in the top 15 is just gonna smash him, you know what I mean?
I mean, Armin already has.
Yeah, I know, but it's...
Well, no, that's what I mean, though. Like, I can see where you're coming from, because, he's already gotten smashed by Armin. Well, he doesn't win over Thiago Moises, but...
Yeah, but it's like we said, you know, it's with 155 especially, once you get into the top 15, between 15 to 10, 10 to 5, and then between each individual person, 5 to champ, is just their own different breed of dangerous. It's just a whole it's levels. It's entirely levels to this shit. So it's like some people are just truly outside the top 15 55ers. Like
oh yeah, no, because like just remember he also has a loss to Demiris Magulov. So like no, he is like most people inside the top 15, I would agree. Like he's not winning those fights, but just it is what it is, and like he's gonna end up getting a top 15 guy at some point again, because if he keeps winning, like you have to give him someone in the top 15.
Yeah, it's just such a dangerous division.
Oh
Alright,
yeah,
what do you think's his
100%.
easiest win to get into like the rankings over a ranked opponent? You think it's Matt Frivola or Jalen Turner?
I was thinking Jalen Turner, honestly.
Probably Turner.
Matt Frivola, we've just seen the way he hits. He cracked Dover's
Yeah.
chin. I don't think that.
He's cracking a lot of people's chins.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he.
It's
I
like
don't
he's
think
got like
Joel's-
some wrestle, you know, like so
yeah.
it's like if he takes Joel down and like starts ground and pound.
Joel's
like
not
that,
standing up to that.
Yeah.
He can't.
And besides, Frivola's gonna be fighting Patty anyway, so.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Joel's fucking awesome, but that's gonna be a rough one for him at that division.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, shit, even if he went up to 170 with all them fucking grapplers, you know.
Oh my god, 170 is gonna be just as bad, if not worse, especially considering like the power they carry at 170.
Yeah, that terrible. And yeah, because with that, like, you know, talking about the headbutt, I can't remember what was the other fight where they both headbutt each other, and then like right after they were like, you know, they both went like, oh fuck, like I can't remember which one that was.
Mahmoud and Brian Barberena.
Okay, it was that one.
Yo, I forgot about that. That shit was fucking funny.
That was a nasty headbutt.
Yeah, they literally ran into each other, and then a second later, it was like the delayed reaction. They both just dropped, grabbing the top of their heads, like, oh my god. Sat next to each other. The doctor came and looked at both of them, like, all right.
Yeah, no, Mark Goddard was pissed because he was trying to get the second doctor in there to look at both of them individually at the same time to make sure. Like,
they're like, it's all right. There's no beef. Make sure we're good.
God damn.
It was an accident.
No. Brian Barberena was going in for a takedown. Mahmoud tried to defend it. Both of them lowered their heads and just straight up hit
top
the
of the head
to
the top of the head.
Like,
yeah. Oh, headbutts suck.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
But yeah, I mean, also with that, it's like, yo, how is Mahmoud not able to finish 170 Brian Barberena at 185? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
the extra weight gave him a better chin.
Like, Mahmoud is like, bro, I'm pretty sure Brian Barberena didn't cut any weight. I'm pretty sure he walks around like 190. Like he got like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Like,
he probably just ran extra couple miles during the days, you know what I mean? Like,
I legit just think he would water cut it. Like, just, fuck it. It's 5 pounds.
Through all the prelim decisions, probably the best decision fight on the prelims. Chris Duncan, you know, Ajmus, that was a good one. You know, his fucking left arm was fucked in that second round. He wasn't throwing it for shit.
He fucked it up in the first round, blocking a kick. And then as he's walking back to his corner in the first round, you can see him holding it. So I was like very much watching the whole second round, and he did not throw it not one time during that second round or the third round. He was fighting off one arm.
Yeah.
Like, you got hats off to him. He's got all the heart, all the spirit, like, just to keep pushing through that. But Chris Duncan was also just, he was in the zone, like, from the first round forward.
That was his night. Like,
yeah.
For sure.
Because, yeah, just, like, the output difference, like, you know, Duncan to Ajmus, first round 60 to 28, thrown 60 to 36, 86 to 34.
Yo,
like,
because fucking, you seen Ajmus just wasn't even, like, either he couldn't or he just didn't want to because it was that painful. He wouldn't even bring his left arm up to block. It stayed at his side the whole time. Obviously, Duncan saw that, so he took advantage, and he was bombing on him with those right hands. Yo, Ajmus' chin... crazy.
Yeah, he got some big old knees, head kicks, fucking, oh my god.
He's also got some decent head movement as well. It just sucks when you're one arm down because you want to like block while you're moving your head.
Right, like you can only do so much that way. But yeah, chin on him go crazy. Just another guy at 155 who's too tough for his own good and definitely ready to swing and bang. So that's fun.
Because with not having that other hand, it's like he had to do so much extra like exaggerated head movement too to like get out of there. And I mean, it was early in the first round. Chris Duncan, like, he was able to pick up on it, and I mean, he never did it again. So I just kind of wonder if it was like, maybe he just kind of like, you know, didn't really pick up on it and just kind of like threw it. But Ajmus just kept on like dipping off hard to his left side and then just like, you know, trying to like go out that way. And Duncan caught him with a beautiful right knee as he was like going down to there. But he just never caught him with like a right knee, a head kick, or like anything big as he was doing those movements again. So I don't know. Maybe he was just able to get the timing early. Like, I don't know, but He didn't really like
maybe
land
just threw it just to throw it, and it just happened to be good.
Exactly.
I'm trying to remember which fight it was. It might have been this fight, but was he the one who threw the flying knee like at the end of the third round, or was that a different fight? Because you know which fight.
Yeah, like landed.
Mhm.
I think so.
I think it was
so
him.
many fights today.
No, yeah, exactly. Like when you have 15 and it's usually like 12 or
and there's
13.
so many that went to a decision.
Oh my god,
yeah,
yeah, because like that could have
what
literally
was it, 10,
been
11
any
out of the
fight.
15 that went to a decision?
9 out of the 15 fights went to
9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. He had 6 finishes on the card.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was a good one.
Mhm.
And then last real mention on that card, opening bout. It just sucked because this card started off so wild, and we're like, this is how it's fucking going, and then they just wanted to fuck it.
Right, decision. Yeah, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decisions in a row.
Before there was unanimous decisions.
Yeah, before there was the 2 finishes, and then back to mad decisions. Like.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Jafel Filo, he makes his UFC debut against Muhammad Makayev, almost breaks his leg in half, doesn't get it done. Muhammad Makayev ends up getting the win. No shame in that. And then comes in against Daniel Perez, and oh man, he was getting touched to the body and up top real quick, real early. I thought he was getting knocked out and folded up.
Oh my god!
Sent back in like a minute and a half. Like
twice goes down from body shots, and Perez does the smart thing that we always say: back up.
I know, it made me so sad. I was like no, go into his guard.
Get him up. Get up. But
oh yeah, because the one body shot he landed, Jafel went back on his just right back on his back. He threw his arms back. Perez talking about get up. He threw his arm back. The ref is like, come on, get up.
Mark Otter's
I thought he wasn't gonna get up. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was done, and he just gets back up and he ends up fucking winning. It was so good.
That was that body kick.
That body kick was so nasty.
Back, and oh my god, I'm like. Yeah, no, I don't think Jafel's going to win this. And then comes back, takes him down, and then just is able to get on top, get to the arm triangle, and just
and he passed that guard so easy.
Yeah, done.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But yeah, great win for Jafel Filo. Again, just another chance in the UFC. But yeah, coming into it, everyone was kind of talking shit on it being like the worst London card out of like the 4 that's happened in the last 2 years. And it definitely played out to be the worst.
I was going to say, it sure was.
Like that.
It was, like...
There were moments where it was like 2 hours into the card. I'm just like, I could have just slept super late today. I could have, done all that. I'm just like, why am I watching these prelims?
There were
I was happy to see Jafel. That was a good fight.
No, I know. But
that was a good fight.
It just dragged. 6 hours, for all... Oh, man.
It was, it was long, and, a lot of the fights just, how we were talking about, Mahmoud Muradov versus Brian Barberena. That. How does someone fight Brian Barberena and make it a boring fucking fight? What are you doing? Nick Parkin, Jamal Pogues, fucking heavyweight fight that goes to fucking decision.
Yeah, man. It was definitely a rough one.
So,
but do you know what wasn't rough?
It was rough.
Great night in Tapology.
For me,
it was rough.
It's not that rough. We got some good points scored today. It wasn't as crazy as last week, the spread. But KT did get first place again. Was that 2-3 weeks in a row now? So starting to build up a little bit more momentum again.
2.
730 points for Kate. I got second place as normal. 625. Ginger, third place, per usual. 545.
Look, there's a reason I just brought up the Jamal Pogues Parson fight.
You were the only one that fucking picked that. You were the only one that picked Pogues.
That's the fight that fucked me.
Yeah, you were crazy for picking that.
Yeah. And then me with my good picks of Bruna and Perez.
Oh yeah, Faraziam.
Faraziam.
Yeah, there were just so many where because I always start from the top and go down. By the time I got to Paul, Craig, and Mooney's, I'm just like, man, I don't know. And then I just started going, and there were just so many of them where I'm like, I could go either way, but I'll just go with this one, and that's like, I was really hoping Yanalash Moose would win, but I just had the feeling that Duncan was gonna get it, but I was like, nah, like, I was gonna get it done. He hasn't lost, like Duncan has. They're both bangers, but yeah.
Yeah, but like even then, like you're not saying here thinking he's gonna get his arm injured in the first round and not be able to use his second hand. Like that's limits you so badly. So just like
a whole lot of factors.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah, no, like
I got 2 perfects on the card. That was the most I've gotten in a long time. So that's nice, Got fucking Jafel Fila with the perfect first round. I was very happy with that submission.
Yep. I think this is the most decisions I've ever got. Probably because it's the most decisions I've ever picked.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got 11 right, 4 decisions, 1 perfect, 2 semi. I got 9 picks right, 3 decisions, 2 perfect, 0 semis. And then Ginger 8 right, 2 decisions, 1 perfect, 3 semis. Or I think okay. I started looking at someone else for a second, the one above you, but it's like, oh, it's exactly the same.
No, yeah, they just had 1 more fight, right?
But yeah, not a bad week in Tapology at all.
Yeah, we're all usually over 50%. You guys just were at a higher clip than I was this week.
Yeah. But next week, though, I will take you down, Kate, and I will take my rightful place at the top of Tapology.
No.
Yes.
I've proven I have a better picking rate than you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure you do. Overall, my rates are still better. You just win in Tapology more.
They're not.
We looked through it.
Oh my god.
Things change.
But they don't change enough.
Time.
Let's go.
You don't know that.
I have the lowest in terms of getting them correct, I have the lowest percentage, but I also have the most picked out of all of us by far.
Oh, man. But that's going to wrap up Tapology and bring us into the greatest segment of the podcast. It's my favorite. I don't know if it's anyone else's favorite, but it doesn't matter to me. It'll be a fan favorite one day once people start really watching. It's Who's That Fighter. Let's go. Oh, I was telling Kate before that's like, we started that this was probably like the best week for me doing it and like getting good pictures, getting them fast and making them actually good quality. So I think that this one's going to be pretty solid.
All right. Hopefully.
Oh,
quickly.
Man.
We just both go 0 for 3 this week.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll start with probably the hardest one for you guys to get. But let's go. Number 1. Who's that fighter? What you thinking, Kate? What you got going on? They're definitely a person.
Definitely a person. They for sure exist.
They're definitely a fighter.
I'm gonna go Nathaniel Wood.
Nathaniel Wood is your answer?
I don't know if he has hair. I can't remember, but I think he does.
He definitely has hair.
All right, then.
Ginger!
I really am just stuck. Let me look at the picture again.
Think of
I'm going to go with Lerone Murphy.
You're going Lerone Murphy?
Yeah.
Kate went with Nathaniel Wood. The correct answer is Mr. Andre Touchy-Feely.
Wow.
I was thinking it was him too for a second, but I'm like, no, I don't think the hair matches. Maybe Lerone has had some bigger hair or something. Like,
I see what you mean. What you mean though, in the quality and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is like, I definitely knew that was gonna be the hardest one, and like I feel like
the most
the
most basic.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Like, I had a feeling it was just a smaller guy, and I don't know why I didn't even think of Andre's hair, because I was like, what guy is smaller and has hair? And that's why I went with Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah.
Understandable.
and like, looking at the way the hair is, I'm like, even then I was looking at the hair, and I'm like, Andre Fili has always had like a slicked back look. Like, I don't feel like that's his hair.
Well, he had some hair there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. First one. Both of you. 0 for 0. Let's go. But now
0 for 1.
0 for 0. Let's go. Number 2. Who's that fighter? What do you think of this one, Kate? You like it? You think it's good?
I do think it's good.
Thank you. But now, who do you think it is?
I think it's Paul Craig.
Paul Craig? That's your answer?
I don't know, because it could also be Tybura. But I don't think he's not big enough for that. Could be though, I don't know. I'm gonna go Paul.
Danger!
Alright. That's Paul Craig.
Paul Craig's your answer?
Do you have his face painted in this picture?
That was also Kate's answer.
It's not him, is it?
The correct answer is, what if it's just Ketlin Vieira? It's Paul Craig with his face painted. Let's go.
Let's go.
I knew it. I knew it was a weigh-in picture.
Yep. Yeah.
I had to think about it. I was like, you know what? If that's him with his face painted screaming, that's why his head looked like that. That's why.
That's why you said, I couldn't help but smile. I was like, oh, yep. I was like, he definitely got his face painted there. Oh, man. But that was a good one. 1 for 2 for both of you now. See? Big brain. Got you. Let's go. Number 3. Final answer.
No, it would still be 1 for 1.
Well, 1 over 2, like half.
Yeah, 1 for 2. I got it right that time.
We didn't get 2 wrong. No, because you're acting like we got 2 wrong. There's still a third one to go.
Yeah, it's
not 1 and 2.
Anyway, go on.
Number 3. 2. Who's that fighter? Who do you think that is, Kate?
I feel like that's Slappy.
Oh, Slappy Bags?
But let me look.
Is Mr. Slappy Bags your final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mr.
Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall.
You go Tommy Aspinall? Kate said Mr. Slappy. The correct answer is Mr. Tommy Slaps them all. Tommy Aspinall.
Aspinall.
Tommy Aspinall. Yeah, I figured that one you guys would definitely get.
Let's go.
But yeah, those are the 3 picks for Who's That Fighter. You guys did pretty good today. Let's go.
Yeah.
2 and 1.
Yeah. Both of you got 2 out of 3. That's nice. Very good. Very good. But that is going to end the podcast, as always. It's the greatest thing to end it on. What else better to do it? If you liked it, like and subscribe. Like the video, we always got more shit going on. We always got previews, reviews going. And if you want to see some more shit going on from us, we got the links in the description. Other than that, we'll catch you for 291.
Let's
go. Peace.